right, hey guys, what's up? Let's get this. Ah! Oh, I also forgot to turn on tits. Hang on. Also, Toto, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it. All right, let me. Thanks, Burrito's mom. Yeah. But hey, she enabled you, but you're still the one who ultimately did the thing. Okay. There we are. All right, and oh, it would help if I actually hit OK on the login thing, huh? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to be your shower ambience. Joy. All right, hang on. Oh, man. Okay. So, last we left off, we did some side quests, and we watered some plants for the people at Slitherbow. And Minfilia is sad. Oh, I didn't realize Genshin came to Xbox. Interesting. Alright. Hey, Runar. Runar has more work to be done. Oh boy! New sad? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's Minfilia, so, you know. Done tending to the crops already. Yep. Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Runar. Hey! Octa! Oh, this is a thing. Oh dear, what happened? That's bad music. In the woods. Sin Eaters! I fear they may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For a mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow. I'll take care of them. Then we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Tota's Heartstone? Or Todia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear. Is that a horror game? I mean, it sounds like a horror game. I can't imagine a game called Stalker being anything but a horror game. Are you just going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beasts down. But if they indeed have the touch, we'll not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was that you said about a stone? A few days past, Todia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her Heartstone. All of the Knights Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the Heartstone of the deceased at their funeral, as an offering to the heavens. But now... I'll get it! I am actively volunteering. What if I could find it for you? She is also actively volunteering. I have experience fighting Sin Eaters, and the Light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia? Descended from the Oracle? mean, descended is not quite the right word, but even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that people are in need of and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry, I'll come with you. Again, actively volunteering. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. May you ever walk in the shadow of the crystal? Haha! Actually, imagine if that was like the reversal. They still believe in Heidelin, but it's the shadow of the crystal that you walk in instead of the light of it. Please, I beg of you. We must have that gem. Do not be reckless. We would be glad to have her heartstone returned to us, but it is not worth both of your lives. If I go in... Which was... Y'shtola... I mean, sorry. Master Matoya's place. Was it this one? I just want to see if she and Urianger are still available to be interacted with, and if they have new dialogue. It would help if I could find the right hall. Is it this one? Yep, here we go. Do you guys have new dialogue? I will do what I can to decipher the tablets as quickly as I can. Though I fear I will require time we can ill afford, even with Urianger's help. In my time here, I read through texts covering all manner of topics regarding the Ronkan Empire, but there was surprisingly very little pertaining to linguistics. I suspect they were lost in the chaos that ensued at the time of the flood. If there were a word to describe such a terrible loss of knowledge, it is one we will never know. When you oh, no, you've spoke. I've talked to you before. Okay. Did I just not talk to Y'shtola before? Because I don't remember reading that yesterday. Hey, Zev! What is up? You guys were raiding yesterday and are raiding tonight, right? How's that going? You know, it's funny, like, I always really love the night themes in a lot of zones. I mean, there's some where the day theme is, I prefer the day theme. But, like, in Shadowbringers, it really feels like we are earning that night theme. Wait, no, I don't want to fight you. I want to do MSQ. Where are they? Ah. Should be around here somewhere, I think. Or, ooh, whoa, wrong voice. It should be around here somewhere, I think. And now we search. And now we search. There! The Sin Eaters! Oh, yep. You look familiar. Oh, there's two of them. It's fine. I beat these guys as a boss like two dungeons ago. I was hoping there would only be one. It's okay, two of them, two of us. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. Let's get to it then. Epic shower music? I mean, to be fair, Final Fantasy XIV's shower music is pretty wild. Oh, neat. Is it, what, a Ukrainian studio or something? What? Shouldn't we make a plan first? The plan is punching, Minfilia. The plan is always punching. Neat. That's really cool. Good for them. Though, there are only two. I'll draw one of them away. You can deal with the other. I mean, I can probably deal with both of them, but okay. Because this is very much a case of like, hey, here's this mob that was originally a boss, and now, like, you have done story progression, so it's not as big of a threat. Which is, I think, really cool. Also, hey, Zev! Are you stalking me? There we go. I'm the healer. I mean, to be fair, if I need a healer, I've got this boy, who I probably should have out. Because, oh, what is he at now? Oh, we're almost to rank 16. Hold up, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Octa, fiance. Did I know you guys were engaged? Shizune, there you are. It's done. Though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. Cute! I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that Heartstone. They say it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. Alright. I'm gonna make an educated guess here. My educated guess was wrong. What? Oh, these are part of the fate. Okay. Fair enough. Oh wait, there's another place where I can make my educated guess. Once again, incorrect. Oh, wait, no, I was right. Maybe, potentially. It's a pile of leaves. Is this going to be the only pile of leaves, or...? Oh, that's cute. You brush away the leaves and uncover a brilliant green gem. Hey, we got it. Oh, right. Do I have the, yes, I do. Okay. I mean, I don't remember how long it's gonna take us to get to Fano, but... Did you have any luck? I did. A keepsake once belonging to Twtich of the Knights Blessed. It's beautiful. This has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a woman of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. Minfilia, you don't need to be anybody but yourself. The hero she was. You're way more useful than she was. Ah, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbow. Runar and the others are probably worried. Like, here's the thing that really annoys me about Minfilia, is that she keeps comparing herself to Minfilia and being like, oh my god, like, I'm so useless compared to her. I'm like, you actually do things, little miss. You actually use the knives that, that Thancred gave you to defend yourself. We actually see you doing things, and like, I get some of that is just the fact that like Minfilia as a character was a victim of very bad writing in A Realm Reborn that they then had to like very desperately try to make up for later on in the story. But the reality is, like, there is very much a sense that like when Minfilia wasn't really in the story anymore, nothing of value was lost. Like, even the Scions were like, yeah, we've been doing pretty well without an antecedent. We don't need one. We've been doing pretty well without Minfilia. Was she just doing nothing this entire time? I mean, I know they don't explicitly say that, but, like, she spends all her time at a desk. We don't even have any cutscenes. Like, if I were to rewrite A Realm Reborn, at least as far as Minfilia goes, I would have had there be scenes where we walk into the Solar and maybe she's giving assignments to Arnvald and his buddies. And then they leave and she turns her attention to talking to us, just like show her being a leader. Actually show her doing... It's not intense hate. Like, I don't hate Minfilia, she just was very badly written in A Realm Reborn. We don't actually see her doing any of the things people say she did. The only contact we ever see her on the link shell with— But the only like contact, like they say, oh, she had all these contacts, but the only person we ever see her in contact with is Kryl, who was her best friend. You know, it would have been nice if we had seen her using her contacts more. Thancred gave her that knife that is like part of her gear to defend herself, and we just only ever see her getting kidnapped and not even trying to protect herself. She, like, my biggest frustration with her is she runs an organization that is meant to collect people with the Echo, or like her original thing in 1.0 was she ran the Path of the 12, which was an organization to help with people with the Echo and like give them resources and stuff. And then after the Calamity, it combined with Louisoix's organization, the Circle of Knowing, to become the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, which is something that like should have been more explicitly explained in MSQ. You do get a reference to it if you talk to, I think it's Y'shtola, outside of like, if you think to talk to NPCs outside of like having to do quests. And so like a better explanation of like, this was what the Circle of Knowing was, this is what the Path of the 12 was, this is how they became the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and like how their mission became both things. But like, you get recruited because you have the Echo, so you can fight primals without getting tempered. In the meantime, the person sitting behind the desk not helping out with any of that also has the Echo. And it's just incredibly frustrating because it's like, oh, cool, so you're gonna fight by our side and like use your Echo to help fight primals? Nah. Of course not. And so just from like a writing perspective, it is incredibly frustrating because they're like, you have the Echo, you should be fighting primals because you can't get tempered. But our leader also has the Echo, and she's not doing the thing that she's telling us to do. And, like, I would get it if she didn't have the Echo. And she was just, like, being a, like, good Samaritan, being like, hey, you have the Echo, you have this power. Like, basically kind of taking on a Louis Suat-ish role of, like, you have the Echo, this is what it is, this is what you can do with it. I'm collecting people with this special power to do this thing to try and make a difference. But the fact that she has the Echo just frustrates me. Because she also had that power, and she didn't use it. Tancred, I can explain. Don't be mad at her. Well, out with it then. Hi, it was my fault. I could have left her behind and gone and taken care of these myself, but she wanted to go with. She wanted to make a difference. Thank goodness you are safe. Anyway, so going back to Miniphilia, that's why I'm so frustrated when she's like, I'm so useless. I am not nearly as good of a person as she is. It's like, honey, you actually fight by my side. You, like, you are your own person with your own gifts. You are not, you have her name and her powers, but you are not her. But also, like, honey, you were way more useful in your introduction than Minphilia was her entire time in the game. Thank goodness you were safe. I'd begun to fear the worst. Like, genuinely, the reason why I was excited when I thought we were going to get her back in 3.3 back in the day was I wanted to see how they were going to, like, make her more relevant going forward, and also give, like, spend some time with her with better voice acting. By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with our service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirits into the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Runar lets out a sigh of relief. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the Blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend Todia's service as honored guests. There is still much we must do to prepare. Please go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Shizune and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away. And we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really needed our help. There were Sin Eaters and... As long as she accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me. And it's telling me now that Shizune has business with us. Thancred, were you secretly spying on her? I'm just imagining him, like, crouching in a tree, watching over Miniphilia. After having stormed off, because, like, yeah, he's a grouchy grump, but also this girl is basically his daughter? Is something the matter? They've asked us to attend the service. Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. It is such a relief to know everything is going as planned. I'll join you in the darker shortly. He is Dadgrad, so of course, yeah. Well, it's like I keep saying, the tragedy of Shadowbringers, as far as Thancred goes, is Minphilia thinks he hates her. When I think the reality is, the problem is that he doesn't hate her. He cares about her, but he also cares about Minphilia. But one can't exist without sacrificing the other. Ultimately, and this isn't even his choice, but like he's still gonna angst over it, is ultimately either Miniphilia chooses to live and he loses Minphilia forever, or he gets Minfilia back, but it's at the cost of Minfilia having given up on everything. And on some level, even though it's out of his hands because it's not his choice to make, I think he feels responsible. Because he made a promise, or like, he feels responsible for Minfilia's father's death, which is part of why he looked after her after her father died. That's why he has a history with Flamine. But in the meantime, he's also taken responsibility of Minfilia, and he can't save both. He wants to save both, and that's why he's so grouchy, is because he doesn't know how to process that. Between your earlier excursion and my patrol of the area for Sin Eaters, hopefully Y'shtola and Urianger will be able to finish their work in peace. And also, Y'shtola is not helping with her snark from yesterday's stream. Oh wait, this isn't where I wanted to go. Because she's all like, hey Thancred, get your act together. And it's like, ma'am, you're not wrong, but also you're kind of missing the point of like why he... Did I miss the room? No, that's not it. Is it this one? Yes, here we go. Are you guys still saying the same thing, or did your dialogue update? I will do... Nope. Okay. Nier's still saying the same shit. Got it, got it, got it. It's still worth it to check on NPCs, because sometimes they have fun stuff to say, but... Placid Elder. Alright. Here you go, ma'am. Also, thing I never noticed until, like, Endwalker is older Aura have longer horns. And I don't think they mentioned this anywhere in the written lore for the game. That, like, I think Aura horns just straight up get bigger as they get older. Because, like, there's even a quest where you may or may not, in Endwalker, maybe potentially spoilers, but you see, Yugiri in the same space as her parents. And, her mother has larger horns. Like, I think they had the same style of horns, but her mother's horns are bigger than hers. And I've stood next to, like, elderly Aura who have the same horn style as me before, and they are way bigger. Beaver teeth moment, kinda. Except beavers, like, need to file it down or they're gonna get in trouble, right? God, I remember an episode of the Angry Beavers that, like, addressed that shit in, like, honestly kind of body horror ways. Wild that was, like, my favorite show at one point. I think mostly because the animation was kind of cute. But anyway. Oh, this is the one that was, like, super quiet before. The elderly woman hands you a candle. She then points over at a nearby table where you might place it. Okay, if this is the same elder that I spoke to when I first got here, I think this woman might just straight up be mute. Like, maybe it's a religious thing where she just doesn't speak. That is a thing that some people do. But that doesn't seem to be the case for the other Knights Blessed, so I think it might be a, like, she just straight up can't talk. Which would be cool in terms of representation, I think. I wish they were a little more explicit about it, but... Alright. Blue flamed candle. A handmade candle of the Night's Blessed. It burns an eerie blue when lit. Where's that housing item? Oh, there you two are. How's your research going?
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Of course.
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
Call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
You're more than welcome, Master Matoya.
The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
Okay, hold on. So, this character, I just want to point out, this character, her whole motivation, like the whole reason why she became a adventurer in the first place is for fame and fortune. There is no reality where I'd be picking the humble option for this. I should like to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
Also, I have some bad news for these people about the so-called sunless sea of theirs and the location of the actual real sun. Haha. I know they're talking about the night sky, but
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars.
that is kind of a beautiful thought.
We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
You're not wrong.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, you're in the right here, Minfilia.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
Now the question is, are we gonna get more side quests soon? Or is tonight gonna be the night that we lost Scree? I genuinely don't remember when that side quest pops up, so I didn't want to make it the name of the stream, but I also can't ignore possibilities here. Hopefully Ashtola has good news to share. A chance to reclaim the night has lit a fire in Minfilia that I would see you kindle. Ha! See? He cares. What do you suppose she's gleaned from the tablet? I have no doubt that thou wilt find the contents of the tablet most informative. Good, you're here. Thanks to the Exarch's gift, our next course of action is clear now. Is now clear. Ah, there we go. Oh, this feels like a bad time to stop for quests, though. Also, hang on. 403. So those are 485 or 385. I know casters are 400 right now. 370. 395. All right. So we're equipping this on healers. Because oh, that looks cool. That's kind of a look. Oh, excuse me. I'm mostly fine. I think that was just an allergy sneeze. Okay. Everybody's dialogue is still the same. I guess I'll start this quest and then... Because this feels like an awkward time to stop MSQ to do side quests. And I don't think the incident is going to happen soon. Let me begin by first explaining the origins of this tablet. I initially believed it might detail the history of the Church of the First Light. Much to my surprise, it dates back to the end of the Ronkan Empire. It was likely written under the direction of the reigning ruler. It was a time of strife and an unceasing war with neighboring nations. With each passing day, they yielded more and more territory to their enemies. In their desperation, petitions for aid were sent out to their allies. This was one such petition. And you think this ancient petition will somehow help us get into Yishmaya? Indeed, we do. For etched into this tablet is a method by which one may prove themselves an ally of the Ronkan Empire. Provided we are able to decipher said instructions, we may entreat the ruins' protectors to grant us safe passage. The problem, however, is I presently lack the resources to decipher them in their entirety. We have but one recourse. There exists a stone monument inscribed with ancient Ronkan text and translations into a more modern dialect, which came into use after the fall of the Empire. I am confident it will suit our purposes. Where can we find this monument? Here in Cydia, right close to Sotherbow, in fact. The good news ends there, however, for it is in the possession of a rather radical faction of dark worshippers, the Children of the Everlasting Dark. If I am to study the monument, I must infiltrate their encampment. I have no intention of taking longer than absolutely necessary, but I will nevertheless require time to transcribe the text I need. To ensure that I will have enough, I'm afraid I must ask you and Thancred to assist me. I'm always game for some punching. And before you even ask, the answer is no. If we're to remain unseen, our group must be as small as possible. All right, I'll stay here until you return. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Then let us convene outside to the west of Slitherbow, where the path diverges. Okay, now we can do side quests. Also, fun fact, for anybody who didn't know, so Minfilia's outfit from, I think actually both Minfilia's outfits, not the OG Minfilia outfit, but like Minfilia's Oracle of Light outfit and Minifilia's outfits are in the from the cash shop. They're dyeable now. Which kind of now has me eyeing the boots from Minifilia's outfit, because they are kind of nice, but money. Ursabel looks at you expectantly, which can mean only one thing. Oh boy. Pardon me, miss, but could I trouble you to help me with preparations for supper? Yeah, sure. Thank you. I have need of a rather peculiar herb, but I fear I am ill-suited to gathering it myself. Uh-oh, hang on. It grows on Snapmint, you see. Their camouflage makes them difficult to find, even if I should, I would likely be devoured before I could pluck even a single leaf from their hides. Take this nectar and sprinkle it about the fields to the north. When they come out of hiding, that will be your chance to strike. Asagir is confused by what he found in the woods. I was out gathering lumber the other day when out of nowhere an arrow came whistling past my head. It wasn't until I regained my composure that I realized a letter had been tied to it. Or rather, a map, which had a location not far from here marked on it. It's likely a trap, but I suspect whatever danger may be lying in waiting will prove little trouble for a guest of Master Matoya. If you should find anything there, be it treasure or something else, I would gladly share it with you. Forgive me, I didn't see you there. My master's absence weighs heavily on my mind. He is a powerful mage, more than capable of protecting himself, but I cannot help but wonder what delays him. I plan to go and search for him, and your help would be greatly appreciated. If you should happen upon any mages of the Blessed in the woods, would you make sure they are all right? Yeah, sure. Yes? Oh, my apologies. I'm expecting a delivery of goods from the Crystarium. That is where you are from, yes? If you should happen to see a merchant on the path there when next you return, please tell them we eagerly await their arrival. Also, I was excited to see you. Ah, one of Master Matoya's guests. You've come at an opportune time. I was preparing to take a walk and tend to the candles about Slitherbow, and I would ask you to assist me. I can think of no finer opportunity to learn more of our people. Take these 3 candles and replace any that appear to be nearly spent. A simple task, I know, but I believe it will prove most illuminating. Hey! It's a pun. I guess we're not last agreeing yet. Alright. I realize this is sudden, but would you lend me your ear for a moment? I would rather keep this secret from others if possible. I mean to propose to my beloved, and everything needs to be perfect, right down to where I spring the question. Oh wait, this is not the same person I thought it was. I thought I was talking to Vondia. I need to pay closer attention. I mean to propose to my beloved, and everything needs to be perfect, right down to where I spring the question. Being what I presume to be a worldly traveler, I thought perhaps you could give me your opinion on the view from a few places I had in mind. Yeah, sure. I guess. Good, good. My first choice was a quaint little place to the north. Follow me. Please, miss, can you help me? Maybe? My brother recently left to the Crystarium, but he forgot his journal. He would be devastated to know he left it behind. If you hurry, you can likely find him before he reaches Lakeland. He's rather tall and has red hair, so he should be easy to spot. Please, go and deliver it to him, I beg of you. You are not of these woods, are you? My sight is all but gone, but there is no mistaking it. You are much too loud when you walk. Gee, thanks, I guess. Yes, there is a certain weight to your steps, a weight that comes from overcoming great hardship. If you would be willing, I have a task for you. There has been a strange commotion coming from Cleric of late. I fear someone, or something, runs amok there, though I suspect it would prove no match for a hardened traveler such as you. Yeah. Time to make all these quest markers disappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just want to make sure we weren't missing any quests on the HUD. Cluster of candles. Are we related to this quest? No. Okay. Oh, you are related. A fresh candle. How thoughtful of you. Whenever I'm feeling stressed, watching the flames helps me settle my nerves. Something about the way they flicker and dance is so soothing to me. Perhaps you should give it a try sometime. I would love to, but these aren't housing items. Hint, hint. Devs. Oh, wait. No, maybe I should double check that. Did they add blue flame candles as housing items? I know there's normal ones. But now I'm blanking? What do you see when you look into the flames? Fire. A candle lovingly crafted by the Knights Blessed, whose flame is a curious shade of blue. Beautiful, aren't they? Like the souls of the departed, burning bright in the sunless sea above. I often come here to pay respects to our forebears, reflecting on the sacrifices that allowed us to live as we do now. Hey, miss. Why do you dress so funny? Is it for your work? Mama makes medicine and Papa is a guard. He's always busy outside, so I try to help lots and lots inside. Sure, I guess you could say it's part of my work. Thanks, miss. You're real good at placing candles. Mama says the night sky has candles. Lots and lots of candles. So many you can't count them all. I bet I could, though. They're really pretty, but I think I like the candles in here more. Oh, I forgot. I should be on Dark Knight for side quests. There we go. Might as well turn this in. You are returned and enlightened by the experience, I trust. We are a quiet people, but conversation comes easily in the presence of the candles. Before the flood, our worship would no doubt have been seen as profane, sacrilege. But it is the expression of our faith that defines us, not the object of our worship. I can but imagine what change may come to the Knights Blessed should the night ever return to us. Alright, ignoring MSQ, going for side quests. Starting with the one all the way down over here. Alright. Now, what is up here? Hop! 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 Is it up? Also, I'm gonna go ahead and summon River now. Add soon, but it should be okay. That feels way too easy. I wonder if this is part of a chain. Man, every now and then I just look around in this game and I'm just like, God damn, this game is pretty. Like, even with the whole primordial light thing. And then again, maybe because I have spent my entire life living in a city, like, I would never want to live out in nature, but, oh, ad break. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab water during the break, but, what I was saying, maybe I should wait. It's whatever. Fire! water obtained. I think I'll walk over and finish traveling to where this quest wants me to go, but I'm not gonna actually continue it until the ad break ends. Oh, he's even got a little Amaro! Okay, we're gonna chill here. And then I'm gonna be a psycho and stare at blue sky again. And nope, no updates. I think I mentioned earlier, or like yesterday, I got the sketches back for my VTuber model. Oh, ooh, I gotta clean up my email, hang on. Steam, don't tell me about sales on games I want when I don't have the money for them right now. I'm not going to read any of the emails I need to read right now. I'll do that later, but I should clean up junk. Especially this time of year. Holy cow. The amount of spam I'm expecting to get in the next month from retail places about, like, holiday spending. There's a reason why I try to check my email every day and clean it up. Artists I follow on VGen open commissions, but I don't have... Oh, yeah. Okay, I will look at the rest of this later. All right. Oh, the ad's ended. Whoops. Hi, guys. Welcome back. ADHD moment, everybody. Anyway, we're gonna continue with these side quests. Look at this guy in his little Amaro. Aw, hey, buddy. No, let me talk to him. There we go. David of Slitherbow waits my arrival. Oh dear, I am rather late, aren't I? I would have arrived there bells ago, but my Amaro was chased off the path by a treant. Before I could settle her down, half of my cargo had been sent tumbling into the lake. I've recovered everything save for a handful of gemstones that rolled beyond the shallows into the depths of the lake. So dreadfully deep, I could never hope to hold my breath long enough to dive down and to retrieve them. Gosh, if only there was somebody around who could breathe underwater. You will? Truly? Bless you, miss. There are 5 gemstones in total. Retrieve them and I will see to it. You are handsomely rewarded. Oh. Down we go. Oh, I see them. I see 4 of them. One gemstone. 2 gemstone. Over here. Oh, there it is. able to find them all? I think so. A vibrant gem that almost seems alive in your hands. I bet these are I forgot what they were called, soul gems or whatever. By the blessed dark, you've done it! I better hurry to Slitherbow then. I will leave your ward with David. Safe travels, friend. Why can't you just give me my reward now? Or are you not good for it right now and you need to, like, get paid by the Night's Blessed before you can afford to pay me? Is that it? Are you the, like, fantasy world equivalent of somebody who's living paycheck to paycheck? Man, I know there's that joke about, like, how playing D&D, part of the fantasy is being a freelancer who can actually afford to, like, live on freelancing. But what if? Yes, something from my sister. This journal's pages are filled with notes about places all across Norvod. Here you go. By the Abyss, my journal! Thank you, miss. Thank you so much. I thought I should pay one last visit to what remains of our old home and offer a prayer to our parents. And it's a good thing I did, it seems. If I may, I'd like to ask you a question. Alright, go ahead. I can only assume you've been to all sorts of places and seen incredible things in your travels. But do you ever get tired of being constantly on the move? Do you ever yearn to return home? At times, yes. I wouldn't have gotten an apartment if I didn't sometimes want a home. It's normal to get homesick. And yet, here you are. I could only hope to have such conviction. I can learn much from your example. All the more reason I should get going to the Crystarium. Thanks again for the journal. Tell my sister I said thank you as well. Man, I'm about to come up with new lore for Shizune that, like, gives her actual, like, character depth. How about she grew up in poverty and, like, her dreams of fame and fortune are... You could almost call it a trauma response to that. She doesn't want to worry about where her next meal is going to be. She wants to have power over her life. Yeah, I can work with that. Let's see here. There we go. All right, we're at a destination. Oh, nope. Nope, not that. Use. Here we go. Okay, this is the plant thing, not the... Totally, definitely not a trap quest. Got it. What's going on here? Belligerent broker, well-meaning mentor. The hells do you think you're doing? We've got wares to sell. A spearman is searching for me. My apologies. My return from patrol was delayed by these two. They released some strange creature here in the woods and tried to assault me before it could be subdued. As you might imagine, they refused to tell me why they were released such a monstrosity. You'll never get it out of me, you hear? Never. They claim to be merchants, but I doubt the veracity of their words. Would that I could get them to speak the truth. I sincerely doubt they are merchants. Perhaps you could persuade them to speak. The both of you can piss off. We didn't do anything wrong. Oop. What are you looking at us like that for? We didn't do anything, I swear. Disarm them with a charming glance. All right, I'll talk. How can I say no to a smile like that? We brought an anemone with us, you see, and figured we could extract a fine poison from it after feeding it some of the toxic plants and critters these woods are known for. Why would you do such a thing? Everywhere you look, there's fighting, but never enough weapons to go around. Folks will pay well for a good poison. But thanks to you, the anemone and all our profits are gone. I reckon it's about time we were gone too. Bye! Wait! I suppose it's fine. Though there's still the matter of the anemone. Did I just say anemone? No, anemone. Yeah. Words. Hard. First, I must return to Slitherbow. No doubt, my pupil is beside himself with worry. What's this all about? Oh, I remember which quest this is. Okay, fair enough. Excuse me. More things? Alright. And then one last side quest. Oh, I wonder if that flamingo that attacked was... Oh, hello! Once again, this is why doing all your quests is important. Because they will just naturally bring you by the ether currents. Like, genuinely, the majority of the ether currents I've found have just been things I've tripped over while doing MSQ, not even using the compass. Bashful Bowman. Oh, right, this quest. Then what was that treasure map one? Hang on. Oh, right, it was, I think, the chest that we found. Maybe. What do you think? I thought the view of Ishmaya might set the mood. A pity we can only view it from afar. I've heard the flowers there are quite beautiful, but The woods there are fiercely guarded. Ha! That's it! My dear, sweet beloved, let me be the guardian to your ruins of Ronka, now and forevermore. Do you think she would accept such a proposal? Dude? Phrasing. No? Well, I will give it some thought. Come, let me show you another spot near Lake Susimekta. Like, her ruins of Ronka, huh? Is that what you kids call it these days? That is not a stump that I can actually walk through. It makes me very sad. I love going through hollowed out trees. It's fun. Today on Shizu Has Weird Hobbies. Oh. Quest is over here. Is the view of the lake not breathtaking? At its bottom rests the covered halls of Gwato, one of several ruins of the Ronkan Empire. Ah, I have it now. The ruin that is your love has sunk to the bottom of my heart, and there it shall remain for all time. The perfect proposal, don't you think? Are you saying her love for you is in ruins? You know what? If this is the level of game you have and she's still with you, I don't think you have anything to worry about, but like, maybe workshop it a little. No, you're right. The wording could use a little work. Perhaps my third choice of location will prove inspirational. I'm so glad that, like, the game agrees with me that this guy needs major help and isn't like, oh no, it's fine. I don't, there's nothing wrong with this. Alright. Can I, okay. Yes. Nope. Alright, let's try it this way. Yeah, that's better. This is perhaps my favorite of the three. Simple, quiet, and peaceful. Perhaps that is all I need to propose. A simple expression of my love. I realize there is much to consider, so you needn't give me your opinion now. Let us give it due thought while we return to Slitherbow. How about you let her propose to you? Alright, let's turn in these quests. Starting with this one over here. A merchant arrived not long ago with our delivery. As he told it, some brave traveler dove into the lake to retrieve several jewels for him. And I suspect I know who. I believe this is for you. You have done a great deed for the Knights Blessed, perhaps greater than you realize. We call them Heartstones. They are blessed by our priests and given to all that earth. we are never to part with them. But from our first breath to our last. Of course, heartstones are not all made of the same jewel. Parents are to choose from one of several to be presented to their children. Thanks to you, we now have an ample selection. Ah, so they're not all jade, okay. Oh, so I was right! Were you able to find any snapmint? Boy, was I. A rather large leaf of snapmint. Here you go. Goodness, these leaves are so large. Thank you. I could never hope to cook my krahok without this. Are you familiar with this dish? After leaving our fish to dry, it is salted, then fermented. Once ready, you then mix it with a grilled meat of your choice and wrap it in leaves of snapmint. It keeps quite well, so we eat it often. Though the recipe is simple, you can add all manner of herbs and spices to suit your tastes. Should you have the opportunity, I insist you try it for yourself. Oh. Thank you, game, for providing that reminder to select your reward. Because I'm exactly the kind of dumbass that reminder needed to be added for. Ah, you are returned. Did you find anything? A crate of flawless craftsmanship, but whence it came you cannot say. What's in it? Actually, maybe we should check to make sure it's not like a horde of locusts or something. A crate. It's filled with staves and bows. It couldn't be. A number of weapons were stolen from our storehouse, but a few days passed. We tracked them as far as we could, but their trail went cold at the border to Yishmaya. Do you suppose the keepers of Yishmaya placed the crate there? At any rate, we are grateful to have our weapons returned to us, though I can't imagine you would have need of them. But you must be compensated for your troubles. Here, this is for you. So basically somebody stole their weapons. They decided it would be a smart idea to go into protected territory. Said protectors dealt with the thieves, returned the stolen goods. That's cool. You needn't worry about my pupil. He is returned and relieved to hear I am safe. As for the anemone, I spoke with my superiors, and I have been tasked with its capture. I would ask your assistance, but I suspect a companion of Master Matoya has more pressing matters to attend to. Should you find yourself unoccupied, pray seek me out. I could use a woman of your talents. I can't tell if that's a lead into a quest chain or it is a lead into a quest chain. Alright. Your travels have led you back to Slitherbow, I see. Your timing is fortuitous. Preparations for the anemone hunt are complete. If you are of mind to join me, your aid would be most appreciated. It was last seen in the southwestern region of Cleric. The hunt will prove difficult, however, as it is where the children chose to build their spider's nests. Tread lightly, and do not hesitate to strike it down on sight. I only ask that you retrieve its corpse should you find it first. Thank goodness you're here. The more I think on it, the more uncertain I become. Tell me, which place do you think would help me win her heart? I think, honestly, I think the view from Yishmaya is best because it's the most secure. Also, the lily pad is a bit weird. This was your first choice, and that was your first choice for a reason, so I suppose there was a certain charm to that place. Alright, that is where I'll propose. Maybe do a different proposal, though. I was right to call upon you. What better place than that to offer her my true name? Oh, are you not familiar with the custom? Only immediate families should know one's true name. It's the only way to protect our hearts from the light. Which is why revealing one's name to another is of such great significance. though I suspect my choice of words in proposing may yet sour the moment. But don't you worry. When the time is right, I'm certain the words will flow freely. Again, maybe you picked a good location, but maybe workshop the actual proposal. Were you able to find him? Is he doing all right? Yeah, he seems to be doing fine. Thank goodness. After Master Matoya arrived and began helping us piece our lives back together, he was constantly at her side, learning all he could of the world outside of the Great Wood. Everything he learned is written in that journal. His dream is to become a craftsman or to someday help rebuild Fort Dawn. It pains me to see him leave, and I know it was hard for him too. But in the end, we both know it will be for the best. Do you hear that? The sweet sound of silence. It pains me to say such disturbances are not uncommon. The cause most lately being the light. We do what we can to protect ourselves from its touch, but the animals of the Great Wood are defenseless before its might. Given time, the light corrupts all, and even if they do not become sin eaters, our only recourse is to deliver them swiftly onto the sunless sea. Harsh, perhaps, but it is the only way to preserve balance here in the Great Wood. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll replace that bad, nasty primordial light with proper, real sunlight. And the night sky. Yes. Is there an anemone here? You see no sign of the anemone. Perhaps I should search somewhere else. The dead animal is probably a good clue. Is this a sign? You find the corpse of an animal, but there are no signs of a struggle. Perhaps it was killed with poison. Yeah, I kind of figured the big circle was where it was located, but... you know, still gotta check everywhere. Sometimes they bait you into thinking that, like, oh, the location is obvious, and then, nope. There it is. There we go. And back we go. You returned. I hope you had better luck than I. I did. The bloated carcass of an anemone. The anemone. You found it. Would that there was another way. But the threat that it posed to the Greatwood could not be ignored. Mark my words, this will not happen again. Okay, and that is all of the side quests for now. Which means we can get back to MSQ. Secure in the knowledge that all people who need help have been taken care of for now. Yeah, fine. River could use the experience. I don't need it, but there. And thus River becomes 4.6 thousand, or no, 4,600 basically. Experience closer to rank 16. All set. Yep. The encampment we seek is to the north, but it would be foolish to simply rush in. A guard has been posted at Cleric to keep watch over the children. Perhaps he has ought to share of their recent activity. But we must tread carefully. There is a chance we may encounter them along the way. Stay close and stay alert. I would avoid confrontation if possible. They rejoice in dealing death to others, claiming that in doing so they cleanse their victims of sin and usher them into the sunless sea. I would rather not sully my hands defending myself against such madmen. Oh boy, it's a murder cult! Uh-oh. There we go. Easy peasy. You okay, dude? By the blessed dark. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We would have arrived sooner, but we too had a rather unwelcome visit from the children. You're an acquaintance of Master Matoya, then? My apologies. The children have been acting strange of late, so I thought to take a closer look. I was careless. Strange? What have you seen? At first, there seemed to be nothing out of the ordinary. The usual gathering of ingredients for from flora and fauna. But then I took a notice of their venomous spiders. They've been breeding them in such great numbers, or in much greater numbers. It's as if they're preparing for something. Any ideas as to what? It could be anything, really. If it meant the end of the Blessed, nothing would be too cruel or violent for them. But perhaps we can use their present preoccupation with spiders to our advantage. If we were to introduce a threat to the nests where they keep them, the children would be compelled to save them. Bees, for example, are a natural predator of spiders. Set them loose on the nests, and we would have our opportunity to sneak into their encampment. What a mischievous plan. I like it. With a bit of smoke, we could Or we should be able to subdue a few colonies long enough to secure their hives. Have you anything we might be able to use? We should have smoke bombs in the outpost just over there. Then it's settled. Grab a few smoke bombs from the outpost and search about for beehives. I imagine the bees won't take too kindly to our visit, but once they're knocked out, take the beehives and bring them back here. 2 will suffice, I should think. Why is my back acting up? Okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. If it's all the same to you, I'll be returning to Slitherbow. I don't want to get in the way. Stay safe, and may the shadows keep you. Yeah, sure. Hey, guys? Do we need to review what a flamingo is? I think there might be some confusion. Outpost supplies. Is that supposed to be a bed? Can I sleep on this? Nope. Okay. Fake bed. That's even what that is. Can't tell if it's supposed to be a bed or a shelf. Zoddle's Conquest. Let me get to the place. There it is. Now, if these things could be aggro me, that would be great. Nope. Okay. Oh. River, get back here. Are you kidding me? Fine. I just have to be careful about where I dodge. Smoke bomb. Oh, I need to use 2 smoke bombs? Oh, wait. No, I need to use the sack. Okay. So that's 1 bag of these. And then there is a beehive over here? Somewhere? In or no? Down here? Here we go. There's 2 of them this time. Also, where's my chocobo? Let's... There we go. Oh. Not that. up with our friendos to commence Operation Bees. Were you able to find any? Boy, was I. The guard returned to Slitherbone, but not before offering his thanks. As for the beehives, Thancred and I were successful in acquiring what we need. How did you fare? For God's sake, don't let them out. Ha! This is more than enough. The children are certain to be displeased. Let us hurry before the bees begin to stir. The bag is sealed. The bag is sealed tight, but I'd rather not keep the bees buzzing about in there longer than we have to. The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance, which leads to the spider's nest. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Okay, we did just get boots, so let me... Oh, we also have a bracelet we need to... Okay, so... Bracelet, we've got a 385. Casters we know are at 400. Bracelet is 395. 380 versus 385. All right, it goes to the tanks. I like how I keep saying healers and tanks as if I have more than one of them. All right, so that goes to Dark Knight. And then we ignore earrings. Didn't I just get some pants? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, shoes are this quest. That's why I'm confused. So, on to the fun part of Operation Bees. Beautiful plan. Even the quest is called a beautiful plan. Hilarious. We should move quickly before any of the children arrive. 10-4, good buddy. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to pass or to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes keeping it closed, enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? Mm-hmm. That should do it. Now we wait. Operation Bees. What is that? Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! Nah, I think you're good. It sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy Y'shtola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Sure thing. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling you enjoy the idea of my loafing about, bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred. The shadows are a fitting place for a warrior of darkness. Now, if you both are ready, let's do this. Anything new from him? Go on, I'll be right behind you. Comforting. Let's see here. Is the entrance around here, or is it... I remember there being 2 ways in. Right? Or am I wrong? Ah. Nope, I was right. I think. And then where? Unless... okay. There are 2 ways. You just need to be able to fly for the other one. Alright. Duly noted. Speaking of flying. Yeah, no, there aren't any near here. I don't even know why I bother with the compass. Most of the time I just stumble across the ether currents by doing quests. Although there were like 2 where I actually genuinely needed the current. There's no way you can sneak past these guys. Yeah. Nope. Oh well, it's good for River, so I guess it's fine. Jeez, if this is what their entryway looks like when they're distracted, I hate to see what this would look like under normal circumstances. Hug the walls like it is our best friend. It's a shame that these guys are evil motherfuckers because... Can we get in here without aggroing him? Maybe. Nope. This area is decorated kind of cool, and I wish I could take a closer look at things. Well, I guess I can on my main, because they're not going to aggro a level 100. Hell, you're safe if you're... Ah, shit! As I was saying, you're safe if you're, like, halfway through Endwalker, to be fair. Oh, hey, this looks familiar. The font of seeing suggests this is a chamber for prayer. At the very least, they would not place this near potential of distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We're not like to come here a second time. It would behoove us to learn all that we can. Speak for yourself, I've come back here before. Oh wait, what else does she have to say? Anything? Then what does this mean? Alright. Examine the murals and take note of what events they may depict. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a mural and examine it with mouse. Yeah. No. Primitive mural. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing at their victory. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne, attended by their subjects. Our babies. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from the encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. I know who all those silhouettes are. I want to give all of them hugs. Alas, there's only one that I can kind of hug.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
It's you, buddy.
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself? I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
No, I'm fine. let's get going then. Good to see my distraction proved successful. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablet. Tell me, Shizune, did the murals appear to be of any significance? They appeared to be of heroes of the past. Depictions of heroes from the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the Flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be the curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearing on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use in the future. Alright, you know how it goes, guys. Okay, it's I-403, our current boots are I-385, 400, 395, 370. Versus, what was this? 385? Alright. So we are replacing our boots. And fortunately, those seem to fit right in with our current gear. So it's all good. Glad to, oh, you're still saying the same thing? Alright. Oh, wait, we're about to get an ad. So, I might actually hit the add button now so that we don't end up caught in the middle of a quest. And then I will see you guys on the other side of it. As a reminder to everybody watching, if you're not already subscribed, when I hit, or if I hit 25 non-gifted subs before I hit, or before I finish base Shadowbringers, I will do the Nier raids on Black Mage. We do those minimum editable, no echo, with 15 people. So it'll be interesting. Especially based on my experiences doing a Nier raid on Black Mage on my main, not even sync. It was an experience. I like my mobility on Bard. But yeah. Also, I am working on, I gotta come up with some new sub goals because yeah, all those gifted subs that I got are starting to fade away. But yeah, anyway, I will be right back. I'm gonna start ads now, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side of it. welcome back, everybody. Okay. Fan credits, I think it's still saying the same thing, right? Yeah. Construction was successful. All right. Shola's thirst for knowledge sated. She seems content to return to Slitherbow. I mean, one of those things is true. I don't think Shola's thirst for knowledge can ever be sated. I'm pretty sure at some point that's going to be like a character arc for her. Is that like, if she was a D&D character, her background would be sage, and her specific thing within that would be the whole like, my thirst for knowledge overrides my sense of self-preservation. And probably other people's senses, or like my sense of other people's preservation. We'll see. It'd be interesting. I hope they explore her character more at some point. Let us hurry to Slitherbow. The others are waiting. After we've returned, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runar will be eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of import, you will be the first to know. Sorry, I just need to check something real quick. Wait, was my instinct about him right? Was I right that his name sounded familiar? Are we about to Lascris? Hang on. The Great Deceiver! Yeah. All right. Sorry. What's up, Fallon? Yeah. Okay. Fallon is gravely concerned for a friend. Say, aren't you Shizune? Master Matoyas speaks quite highly of you. Okay, wait a minute. No, I think there was somebody we helped yesterday whose name sounded really similar to his, but it wasn't the same person. Say, aren't you Shizune? Master Matoya speaks quite highly of you. I'm sure you're more important than, or you've more important things to concern yourself with, but I need help, and there's no one else I can turn to. All right. Sorry, I'm having an ADHD moment where I'm spacing. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay. Alright. It's my friend, Quinfort. Ever since we were young, he's always excelled in arcane arts. In fact, even now, he's in training to become a priest of the Knights Blessed. Perhaps the greatest of his gifts is clairvoyance, but I fear it's taken a toll on his mind of late. He's always been different, but not like this. He's changed, frighteningly so. The others link him to, or think him no stranger than usual, but they're wrong, and I mean to prove it. I don't know him like you don't know him like we do, which is precisely why I'd like you to talk with him, to get an objective opinion on the matter. Assuming we find out what ails him, I hope there's a way to cure it. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. As foretold by the will of the wood. Oh, I know I'm spacing out. It's late. As foretold by the will of the wood, we meet at last. I've been expecting you, Shizune. Why do you know my name? No one else must hear this. Not yet. My dreams are plagued with visions of the future. Calamity is upon us, and each night I witness our impending doom. Also, I think I've gotten rid of the distraction. I should be okay now. Sorry about that, guys. I swear I'm okay. But hope is not yet lost. For the dreams speak to me of a savior in the form of a great serpent. It was revered as a god in the days of the Ronkan Empire, and I believe it yet lives in the Great Wood, waiting to be roused from slumber. It has many names. Many would call it the Protector, some the Great Destroyer. The will of the wood demands I find this great serpent. It is our only hope of salvation. I have been chosen, Shizune, to be the savior of Slitherbow. So this is where you two have been hiding. Now that you've gotten to know one another, what do you think? I fear his mind is beyond saving. I refuse to believe that. There has to be something we can do to help him. Have you not sought counsel with the priests? They're your mentors, after all. There's no need to keep your troubles from them. Valen, please! We are in the midst of a most important discussion. When you first began talks of these dreams and delusions, I held my peace, but I won't let you drag anyone else into this. You're the one who dragged me into this in the first place! Such narrow-minded thinking is why only I have been chosen by the wood, by the great serpent. Yes, Quinfort, whatever you say. You've mocked me for the last time, Valen. I will summon the great serpent this very day and prove to you the truth of my visions. And there he goes. Quinfort, wait! Where are you going? To meet with misfortune would likely bring him to his senses, but he's my friend, and I can't stand the thought of him getting hurt out there. Will you help me look for him? If anything should happen to him, I'll never forgive myself. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk to them. Arianje has tended to Minfilia's wounds, but I fear his gallows nature has gotten the better of him. Garrulus? What does that mean? Garrulus, excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters. Ah, fair enough. Welcome back, Shizune. Now that you're here, there's something I want to ask you. Arianje told me that Thancred was something of a rogue in the past. As a wolf among sheep, he said. What did he mean by that? Do you know? It's so funny. Arianje Loki has such little brother energy to him. Reminder to everybody, he's 4 years younger than Arianje is. Rest assured, Y'shtola and I shall work with all haste to decipher the tablet and its secrets. Please, go and rest. Arianje and I will call you the moment we finish. Couldn't have gone far. Over there! I think I see him. I'm beginning to grow tired of this game. Enough, Quintfort. Even you should recognize the danger of wandering off alone into these woods. I mean, he's not alone. He has us. You really have gone mad, haven't you? Mock me all you like, Valen, but now you will bear witness to the truth with your own eyes. Behold, the divine protector of Ronka, the great serpent of legend. Oh boy, the great serpent of legend. No, it can't be. That's the great serpent? I see nothing great about that. I see nothing great about that. What is it exactly? I refuse to believe that it's a serpent. Please tell me you're joking. Do not be jealous, Valen. The will of the wood works in mysterious ways, and the serpent is the key to our deliverance. I'll be taking that ether current. Thank you very much. Oh shit, I did that on Bard. Let's switch over to Dark Knight. There we go, much better. He seems to be serious about this. Oh, I forgot to talk to the serpent! Oh, great serpent, I beseech you. Grant me the strength to defend the Knights Blessed, to stay the impending calamity that threatens the Great Wood. Scream! I can't believe this is happening. Look, if you want to keep that thing as a pet, I won't stop you, but we really should return home. No, you're right. To remain here any longer could place the Great Serpent in danger. But the question is, how do we transport it? We will not stand to see the Great Serpent debase itself, crawling on its belly like a serpent. A snake? Just pick up the damn thing and let's go. By the Abyss, Valen! Show some respect! I should be the one to carry it, but I fear I am yet unworthy of such a burden. But you could protect the Great Serpent from the threats of the Great Wood, be they beasts or sin eaters. And now you mean to drag Master Matoya's guests into your schemes? What will the others think when she walks into Slitherbow hoisting that thing about? Here, put it in the sack. I will do no such thing! It's clean, dry, and most importantly, you can bring it through Slitherbow unnoticed. Fine. Listen, Shizune. The fate of the Great Wood quite literally rests in your hands. It goes without saying we can't afford any mishaps. I suppose we've no choice but to help him. I'll go ahead and find a place to keep his pet away from prying eyes. Deliver the snake-filled sack to Valen in Slitherbow. Oh boy, it's one of those quests. Alright. Scream! Tread carefully, Shizune. I will follow shortly after. you are. Here should be safe, for now at least. Let's have another look at the Great Serpent, shall we? If Mother finds out about this, the shadow will be dark enough to hide from her wrath. Good work, you two. Oh, and can you believe it? The Divine Protector of the Greatwood here. Oh, can you believe it? The Divine Protector of the Greatwood here in Slitherbow. With a sack of burlap did the champion carry the divine beast, and beneath the slithering boughs of the Greatwood did they find shelter. Chapter 31, verse 5 of the Gospel of Quinfort. Okay, buddy. Pay him no mind. He's merely referring to his dream diary. For the last time, it is not a diary. Have you forgotten how the Gospel foretold the events of that fateful day 2 years ago? How can I when you remind me of it every day? You continue to doubt me, but soon you'll see. Together, the Great Serpent and I will save this village and all of the Greatwood from oblivion. Scree! Scree! What have we gotten ourselves into? Why did the Great Serpent choose this form, I wonder? Scree! Valen is ready to put all his nonsense of visions behind him once and for all. I hope you're satisfied now that your new pet is safe here in Slitherbow. Scree! Scree! And thank you, Shizune. I now understand what's been troubling my friend all this time. Excuse me. I feared this might strain our friendship, but I don't believe this is something we can't overcome. Take care, and may the shadows keep you. Wait! Please, Quinfort, there's no need to involve her in this any longer. I've been giving thought to this Great Serpent's chosen form, and I think I now understand why it chose to present itself to us in this way. Look closely at the pattern of its scales. I believe they represent the network of currents by which ether flows through Ratika, the very life force of the Greatwood. And there, the scar that intersects them, there on its belly, it's an omen of the coming calamity that would disrupt the flow of life in the Greatwood. Quinfort, stop! It's just a scratch, probably from a rocket as it slithered, or rolled, or did whatever it does to make its way through the forest. All these signs, and still he refuses to see, like all the others. If the Greatwood is to be saved, it's up to us. I can only assume you remain at my side in the hopes of receiving some generous compensation. If that's what it takes, so be it. Oh, hang on. Report unwanted commercial content or spam. Report. Okay. Remove. Oop. Refresh. Bot, go away. Come again? Never. Okay. The scar on the Great Serpent's belly calls to mind Lozato's conquest. That is where you will find the source of this ill omen. Bring it to me, and you will have the reward you seek. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, as long as you're paying. I should remind you that he's still only an apprentice. I wouldn't expect much, but if anything, for your troubles. I wouldn't expect it much, if anything, for your troubles. This is what happens when you spend too much time around interesting individuals. Still, I can't deny that life would be boring without him. I will stay and keep watch over the Great Serpent. Don't worry about us. I'll make sure nothing happens to Quinfort or his new pet. Scree! The shrill shrieks of the Great Serpent sound troubled. It appears to be showing concern for you. Oh. I think I know where the story is about to go. So I am gonna finish this side quest, proceed with MSQ. I think it's gonna lead us to Fano. So we'll have a nice little cliffhanger as I go on vacation for like a week. As a reminder to everybody, next week is US Thanksgiving. I am gonna be taking that week off from streaming. There will be a stream on that Saturday, November 30th, because it's my birthday. We're doing a birthday stream. But other than that, I am taking a little break because I need it, and also I'm gonna need time for like baking and stuff. There we go. Shouting out that B rank in case anybody needs it. Alright, Lozato's Conquest. Here we are. Now, where? Oh, hello! We're also gonna get some lore. Nice. Lozato's Conquest. According to Ronkan legend, the great steps of this waterfall were carved by the giant Lozato. Historians speculate that this mythical figure was, in fact, an early form of Talos, and likely the selfsame construct responsible for building Ronka's resplendent places of worship. Huh, interesting. You survey your surroundings, but find nothing out of the ordinary. You survey your surroundings, find nothing out of the ordinary. All right. Third time's the charm. Something in the waters catches your eye. You brush away the dirt, find a charm of some sort. Quintford will no doubt be interested to see what you found. You found something. Truly. Scree! Come, Shizune. Show me what you found. A container sealed shut with blood-smeared talismans. Ugh. Could it be a charm of some sort? It was exactly where you said it'd be. Then that means your visions were... Now, do you believe in the Great Serpent? Fine. The Great Serpent is real. More importantly, that charm seems familiar. I think I've seen the children use them for their incantations. Yes, I'm sure of it. My father once found one while hunting in the woods. If memory serves, they can be used to invoke powerful fire spells after absorbing enough ether. By the Abyss, if they plan to use them to siphon the Great Wood's life force, my vision will at last come to pass. Why are you laughing? Don't you realize how serious this is? That flow of ether you're talking about converges here in Slitherbow, doesn't it? That's why we have that large etherite outside. If the flow is disrupted, our crops would wither. The land would be rendered barren. Animals would die. It would mean the end of our village, and all of Raktika would likely follow. Oh, Great One, I beseech you once more. Grant us the strength and the wisdom to avert this terrible crisis. Scree! Scree, scree! Seeing them like this makes the whole thing seem like nonsense, but there's no denying Quintford has been right about what would happen thus far. We have to figure out what the children are up to before it's too late. I never thought I'd say this, but I think I might believe Quinford. Scream? Okay, this one actually gives us shit, so it's probably the last quest. For now. The will of the wood would see us bring Slitherbow and all of Raktika back from the brink. Oh, great serpent, show us the way! Show us how we might deliver our people from certain destruction. Scree! Shh! If anyone sees that thing, they're going to kick it out of the village. Then where would we be? Probably crouching in front of a stump with it sitting on it, still talking to it. We have precious little time to concern ourselves with the others. What's more, the great serpent has blessed us with another sign of what's to come. What is it this time? Behold the scales of its belly, and you will see the scar that marked Lozaro's conquest has vanished. However, a new scar has appeared closer to its tail. The children would threaten another sight of the great power, and judging by the shape of this scar, I have no doubt it is near Dyer's Wash. They must be stopped. Agreed. Though I fear only one of us is actually up to the task. And are you certain about that scar? I didn't see anything of the sort on its tail. At any rate, I think it'd be for the best if you went to investigate. We've already found proof the children are up to something. It would be foolish not to press further. Perhaps the will of the wood will give us another sign while you're away. Go quickly, Shizune. May the will of the wood guide your steps. This is all becoming rather strange, isn't it? Goodness knows what you'll find out there next. If the fates are kind, it won't be the children. Scree! 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 Oops, I'm sorry. Scree! 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 Very important that I get that right. The shrill cries of the great serpent sound almost joyous. It seems hopeful for your success. See? Me doing the little shout macro helped. Hello? Willful child of the everlasting dark. Do not interfere in our work. These woods must be cleansed. Nah. Also, I hate how much our characters look alike. Bitch, please. Fool! You cannot stop us! I'm pretty sure I can. Oh, right. I'm not on board right now. Also, a river! I wonder if these count towards the challenge log. Let me check. Okay, so we're at 30 out of 100. Let me see what that looks like after I finish these quests. she's still saying the same thing. She's defeated her spiders, yeah? That is the way. There is still work to be done. The children of the Everlasting Dark have escaped into the woods. Give chase that you might learn more of their schemes. Alright, River, let's go. I'm sorry, did you think you got away from me? Suspicious looking bag. Among the children's belongings, you find a scroll containing their plan or detailing their plans to cleanse the forest. Cleanse, quote unquote. AKA apparently kill everything in it. Again, murder cult. Oh, thank goodness you're back. Quinfort has been praying ever since you left. Though it sounds to me like an endless stream of incoherent babble. I was almost tempted to risk accompanying you. Scree! You are returned, though that is no surprise. I entreated the gods for your protection with a hymn from the Gospel of Quinfort. They could not deny my plea. Scree! 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 Shadows give me strength. Shizune, were you able to find anything? I was. The text on this page outlines a plan to irreparably upset the balance of the Raktika Greatwood. A coordinated strike to cut off all flows of ether to Slitherbow. Beggars believe that they could love the forest so, yet be so blind to its needs. We need no further proof of what the children are up to. We have come to we have to tell the others. Defend the sites they mean to befoul and destroy those magic containers. Explaining how we came to know all this will prove difficult, of course, but I'll not see all our hard work wasted. We must also give thanks to the Great Serpent, who first sensed the children's ill intent. The Divine Protector, who thought us worthy vessels to carry out its work. My heart swells to know that or no, the will of the wood smiles upon us, so. Your pet. I mean, the great serpent. It's gone. It was here just a moment ago. We should go look for it. No, my friend. The great serpent has fulfilled its duty in protecting the great wood, and so it returns to its slumber. Or returns to slumber. Is that so? Perhaps it really was the great serpent. If you truly mean that, Valen, then perhaps you are ready to learn the truth of its origins. And I would start from the very beginning. It begins with the sizable crystal in Lake Tsushimeka, or Mekta, we know as Fruit of the Protector. If the legends are true, it dates back to a time preceding the Empire of Ronka. There he goes. I suspect I'll be getting an earful for the rest of the day. But I think our work here is finally done. I wish there was some way I could repay you for all your help. Though I should probably go while he's still swept up in his lectures. Take care, Shizune. Hopefully we'll meet again soon. Sure, hopefully it'll be under better circumstances. It won't, but one can hope. Though this is largely an assumption based on my visions noted in chapter 2, verse 17 of the Gospel of... Huh? Come back here, Valen! I still have to tell you about the serpent's influence on the founding of Ronka! Uh-oh. Dad! No! All things considered, I think I'm gonna snooze it because, we're probably pretty close to ending the stream tonight anyway. So, yeah. Alright, let's go. Shizune, the guard told me you left with Master Matoya to Woven Oath. And no sooner do you return than she locks herself away in her chambers. Without so much as a word, I forgot to change jobs. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe, and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat here by the fire? Stew will soon be ready. Oh, cool, I can change jobs. Alright. Are you two still saying the same thing? Yeah. Okay. I confess I am not the greatest of cooks, but I have yet to hear any complaints. Dinner time!
Strange.
What is?
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
Should
We
be
will
worried?
just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Hey, if you have people missing, that's a problem.
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
Mom and Dad are fighting.
The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Ilmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Well, shit. Meanwhile, in Yulmore, postponed ads again.
Lord Forthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling warriors of darkness. They have slain sin-eaters.
Yep.
And by all accounts, the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy.
And proud of it.
And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
Bringing the night back. Ending the
I
flood.
might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream. An exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation.
How so?
With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve.
Based on what?
Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
Not under the right leadership. Like, there's still farmland. There's enough resources to support the current population, and if we get rid of the flood and the light, maybe eventually the rest of the world will recover. Cough, cough, the Eden rates. And there'll be more resources. Like, get fucked, dude.
They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss.
By siding with the enemy?
Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way to towards helping them realize what it is they truly need.
To take down the tyrant?
Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
I just realized the like, I know these aren't his real motivations, but the things he's saying sound very similar to Zeralja's rationalization for stuff in Dawntrail.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
You underestimate them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know. That their children may never know.
He's not talking about breaking, it's mild spoilers, but oh, he's not talking about the Crystarium, or not just the people of the Crystarium. He's talking about where he came from and the people he left behind.
I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains. And I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
Heroes. We're called heroes.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Oh, why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception! What? How did he?
Did you really think he was that stupid?
Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing. If you've come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Nah.
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Seriously.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
It's afforded them friendship with the Warrior of Darkness. Get fucked.
And should we refuse?
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore, and dealt with as such.
Okay, I'm out of postponements for ads, so hopefully we get through this cutscene before the ads happen. No! Oh boy.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Okay, we've got 3 minutes. So I'll be right back. I need to freshen up a little bit, splash some water on my face, because the ADHD is doing real bad things to me. But yeah, I'll be back at the end of the ad break. I am back. Let's go. We missed a little bit of dialogue. Sorry about that, guys, but continuing. That Yulmore has gained a foothold here in these woods bodes ill for the Knights Blessed. Surely there's something we can do to help the Knights Blessed, isn't there? The guard have been afflicted with a most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations. Alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present, we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up for tonight. Because it is late and my head is getting wookie. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for joining me tonight. I'll be back on Friday at 8 o'clock Central with Friday Night Rights. After that, like I said earlier, I am going on a bit of a vacation for US Thanksgiving. Because that's next week. I will be back on Tuesday, officially, in terms of the vacation, I'll be back on Tuesday, December 3rd. But be sure to stop by on November 30th, starting at 7 o'clock Central, when we will be having a birthday stream. And by then I should have emotes, which is exciting. Hopefully, assuming everything goes to plan. But yeah, in the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on Twitch if I get to 25 non-gifted subs before the end of base Shadowbringers. I will do the Nier raids on Black Mage. In the meantime, I am coming up with new subscriber goals or subscriber reward things. So yeah, until I see you guys again, let me see who we can raid tonight. Twitch. Oh, Yuzi's streaming. Okay, let's raid Yuzimi. Let me make sure okay. Alright, until I see you guys again, you have a good night, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Let's go. Bye.